KGF or the Bahubali chapter 2. It's a preacher curl chapter 2. In the chapter 1, we discussed how to do a biceps curl and then history of a preacher curl, and then we compared old and the modern preacher bench. And in chapter 2, we are going to discuss how to do a preacher curl in a proper way. Then we'll discuss on practical method. Those methods will make a preacher curl even more effective. And then we'll move on to the 100% effective way. Either you are performing with a 45 degree or either you are performing with the 55 degree preacher bench. At the end, I'll give the bonus tips to perform a preacher curl even more effectively. So let's dive in. So now let us discuss how to do a preacher curl in the most effective way with a 45 degree or 55 degree bench. So you can clearly see the figure. So what is the difference between the nowadays what we are doing and then this one is, here with the figure you can see usually what we do in a normal days, what we are doing nowadays also is we are placing the elbow at this point. Okay, but in this method what you are doing is you are placing the elbow at the top. So if I analyze this diagram, biceps muscle fibers are in this direction and the force which is generating, that is in this direction. This is actually the initial position and this is the final position. So both the sides, if you will observe, the line of force and the line of effort both are almost parallel. See, it is something like this. So you can say it is more than 85% parallel. Even if it is final position also, if you see the line of action, the line of effort is in this direction, the line of force is in this direction. So again the same thing, line of effort and line of, this is actually a line of effort and this is actually a line of force or resistance or the weight. So both are, that is what I said, so it is like 85%, more than 85% parallel. So rather than performing whatever the way we are performing nowadays, if you perform in this way, it is more effective. So now let's move on to the practical method. In this practical method, I will give you some more practical adjustment to make it even more effective. Either you are performing in a 45 degree or 55 degree preacher bench, because you can see here in this method also we are not reaching the 100%. Okay, so in this method also we are not reaching 100%. It is actually a 80%, 85%, or you can say more than 85%. So that is the reason we will make some practical adjustments so that we can make it even more effective. So let's move on to the practical. So now we will discuss about practical and practical adjustments. So whatever the theoretical part I explained you now about how to do a preacher curl, that is what I am going to demonstrate now. So in this mainly, so earlier, so usually what we do nowadays also, what we are doing is we are doing like this. See, you can see here my elbow is placed like this, my total arm is on this, my armpit is actually very close to the bench. This is what we are doing nowadays. Okay, but we will do from here to here, from here to here we are doing. But at this position, if you will see, observe, the load is not actually parallel with the biceps muscle. So the effort line as well as the force line is not actually parallel. So it will at this point actually when you are at the top, there is no tension in the biceps muscle. That's the reason I said you about the another method. So for that you need to fix it a bit higher so that when you are sitting, so you are okay. This is perfect position. When you are sitting like this, okay, your back must be straight. Okay, when your elbow should place at the top of the bench. So that is what, like this. Okay, instead of keeping it here, should place the elbow at the top. So that you can see the range of motion is also more. When you are at the final position also, we can see it is almost parallel with the effort line, that is biceps. So if I will grab a bar like this, till here I can take it, the range of motion is more, and then even if I am taking till here, as I said how to do a biceps curl, we need to, instead of curling it towards the shoulder, we need to take it towards the ceiling. So at this position the force is acting in the upward direction and almost like that is what I said, more than 85% it is parallel with the biceps muscle. So effort line and the force line are more than 85% parallel. So you can see, you can perform like this. You need to adjust the seating as per your height and perform like this, and you need to take a bar towards the ceiling instead of taking it close to the elbow. This is how you should do to make it even more effective, even if you are having a 45-degree or the 55-degree bench. And now I will make some practical adjustment that will make the exercise even more effective. So give me some time. So you can see the mats over here. So if you have mats similar like this, it is better to use these mats only. If you don't have mats, you can even use a plates as well. So I will make the practical arrangement now to the preacher bench. So the practical adjustment is done. So I have used the mat as I said. So now let's analyze this and then we'll check how effective it is compared with the previous one. So the adjustment is normal. So you need to adjust the seat according to your height, and then again you need to place your elbow at the top of the bench. Okay. Now you can see the range of motion is even more than compared to earlier, and then because as you are leaning forward bit, and then the angle of the bench is shifted from 45-degree to more than 70-75-degree in between. So now if you perform it, okay, till here you can feel the tension in the biceps muscle. You know how to do biceps curl. You need to take it towards the ceiling instead of taking towards the elbow. So you can see here. So I can feel it. The mechanical tension is there throughout the repetition. So this is how you should make most out of it. Even I can say this is actually 95%. It's reaching a 95%, but still it is good. So you must try this method also. This method is actually a 95% effective. And then is there any method to perform a preacher curl so that we can say it is 100% effective? Yes, it is there. So for that also I need to make some practical arrangement, and then I'll do that and I'll get back to you in few minutes. To make the preacher curl more effective, that is what I said, 100% effective, you need to use a cable machine. So you need to adjust the cable height, the station height as per when you are performing. Okay, it should come like both the line of force as well as the line of force is actually from the cable now, and that force is generating from the biceps muscle. Both should be in parallel. So this is actually a 100% effective way. So let's do this and check. So again, so when you are performing this, make sure you are keeping the elbow at the you are placing the elbow at the top of the bench. So now, so you can see here both the line of force, that is from the cable, as well as you can see the effort which is creating from the biceps muscle, both are parallel to each other exactly. So both are 100% parallel to each other. So when you are performing, so you don't need to, so now you don't need to take it towards the ceiling, you need to take it exactly opposite in the direction of the cable. So the initial position also both are parallel, the final position also both are parallel. So this is a 100% effective way you can say to make a use of your preacher bench effectively. Either it is a 45-degree bench or it is a 55-degree bench. Based on the degree of the bench which you have, you need to arrange the station, cable station there. So perform in this way. So you are taking it towards your head, forehead. Leave it towards your forehead. The advantage of doing with this is mechanical tension is same throughout the repetition. So now I will give you some of the bonus tips that usually I follow. It will help you in making the exercise even more effective, and then these are personal tips I use when I am performing the biceps curl. So the first thing is you need to make a muscle to mind connection. That is very important to make a muscle to mind connection. So for example, if you are performing with a dumbbell, to make a muscle to mind connection easy and effective, so if you are doing with a dumbbell, so for example, even you can put a D handle here and then you can do a single arm as well. So when you are performing a single handle, I'll just show you that. When you are performing with single handle, to make a muscle to mind connection effectively, so what you can do here is you can place your hands, one hand here and then do it. You can see you can feel that moment which is happening at the biceps muscle. So it will help you to make a muscle to mind connection easily. So if you test this, it will register the muscle in the mind, so that it will be really helpful for you to make a muscle to mind connection whenever you are performing the exercise. That is one thing.
Okay, another thing is, even when you are performing with a dumbbell,
or even you are performing with a bar, or even you are performing with a cable. So one technique is by touching the muscles when you are doing with the single arm. So when you are doing bilateral, that was actually a unilateral. This is bilateral. You are using both the hands. So when you are doing this, when you are in this position, so two things you need to keep in mind. That is, when you are training your biceps muscle in your whole body, you should make a movement only from the biceps muscle, and you should assume that you have only biceps muscle in your body when you are performing a biceps exercise. And one more thing, actually when you are doing it, we don't have control on any of the external body. Okay, we have control only on our muscles. So actually how the muscle to mind connection is actually working is, when you want to take this from here to this position, okay, the signal will, by the eyes only you can see this. Okay, this is coming to here. Okay, this is here, and from the eyes you can recognize it. Okay, where it is actually. So you know that your mind you need to take this one here, but your mind can't control this bar. It can control only the muscle. So the mind will send a signal to a biceps muscle, and then the biceps muscle will contract, so that whatever the things you are carrying, either you are carrying a bar or even carrying a dumbbell, that will come close to you. So what actually happen? The mind will send a signal to the muscle to contract. When it will contract, the weight will come close. It is not like you are pulling it, that's the reason your biceps is contracting. It is not like that. You are contracting the muscle, that is the reason the bar which you are carrying or the dumbbell which you are carrying is coming close.
This is actually a very important tip to keep in mind, because it will apply in each and every exercise.
There is one more bonus tip. So you should assume you are leaving it away from you, and then when you are taking it back, you are taking it away from you. This is very important. When you are leaving it, you are leaving it away from you, and then when you are taking it away from you.
Basically, it is making an arc so that it is coming away from you, and then you are leaving it away from you.
There is one more bonus tip to understand the exercise. So when you are leaving it, you are actually not leaving it. You are trying to contract the muscle, and you are trying to take it towards the forehead only. Because of the weight, it is going back. So basically, you need to resist it. It's not like you are contracting and you are leaving it. You are not supposed to leave it. You need to resist it. Then only you feel the tension in the mechanical tension in the biceps muscle. So you are not leaving it. Actually, you are resisting it. Still, it is going just because of the weight. So these are actually my personal bonus tips. I hope these tips will help you, and then I want you to consider all these bonus tips and perform this exercise, and please tell me your opinion in the comment section. And these are the most effective methods to perform a preacher curl.
Actually, you can say it is like using the preacher bench, the modern preacher bench, most effectively.
Because already even in our gym also we have the 45-degree bench. It's not like we'll throw it, we can't throw it. So we can make use of it in a most effective way. This is how we can perform the preacher curl. So what we concluded in this is actually the modern preacher bench actually a scrap if you are not doing it in a proper way, if you are not using it in a proper way. As compared with the older version, it is actually not that much effective. But you can make this preacher bench by doing all these practical adjustment. You can make this preacher bench even more effective. That is what the intention of my analysis actually.
So the modern preacher bench is not a scrap.
It just you should know how to use it in a proper way. So I am here to explain you and then give you the in-depth detail on each and every exercise. In the next video, I'll be coming with another bicep exercise. If you want to suggest me any exercises, or if you want me to analyze any exercise, you can ping that exercise name in the comment section. I'll consider that and I'll analyze, and then I'll make a video on that. I hope you guys like this video. If you like this video, please click the like button and share with your friends, and then please consider subscribing my channel and turn on the notification button so that whenever I upload a video, so you'll get a notification.
So that's all for today. I'll meet you in the next video. Until then, stay fit, stay healthy, stay happy. Bye-bye.